have you here, PrinceWill. Thank you for another episode of Nurses Outside the Box. And PrinceWill, you're from Nigeria. That is so exciting to actually have across these kind of different places, right? And especially right now. So welcome to Nurses Outside the Box. It's so awesome to have you here.
All right, thank you.
You're awesome. So we'd love to hear a little bit about your story, and we'd love to hear about nursing in Nigeria as well, right? It's so different, I would assume, than what we have. So can you a little bit tell us about your story, about how you became a nurse and what got you interested in becoming a nurse? Can you tell us a little more about that? I'd love to hear.
All right, thank you for having me here. Okay, my story of becoming a nurse, firstly, during my childhood, I never planned or I never had it in mind that I was going to be a nurse, but I've always known that I was going to do something spectacular with my life, that I was going to impact meaningful changes, and I was always going to be someone who will be there for people and make things work at every level of their life. So somehow so good with my coordinating ability to advocate for people, ability to take charge, take responsibility. During my undergraduate days, I finally got admission into studying nursing, and I said, okay, I thought it was an opportunity for me to actually impact the world positively. So currently, nursing has been very interesting so far, I must say. It's been rewarding and it's been career fulfilling. It gives you an opportunity to touch lives, it gives you an opportunity to touch the spirit, the soul, and the body. It allows you to reach the deepest part of the heart of the patient. You give hope to people, and people actually appreciate you for what you do. And that gives you a sense of responsibility that you are a ray of hope to people across the world. So far, it's been awesome and it's been rewarding.
When you look at so how did you actually become a nurse? Did you study in Nigeria, and is that how you became a nurse, or did you study anywhere else? I'm curious.
Okay, yeah. After my high school, I finally got to write exam to study pharmacy in the university, but I tried, but I couldn't get up to the necessary score. I just had to try again, and it was not coming. So I just took a break and said, okay, let me just try something else. So I have an uncle who is actually a nurse. Currently, is working in New York, in USA. So then he advised my family to allow me to try nursing because I was actually good and I was very sound academically. So I tried the nursing examination once and I got admitted and enrolled into nursing. So I got enrolled in 2016, 2013, I graduated in 2016, and I further my career for BSc started in 2017. And so I'm a registered nurse and I'm a graduate nurse today.
Wow. And
Yeah.
so what happened then? So you just got your nursing degree, right? And then what did you decide then to do? I mean, what was the next step for you?
Okay, yeah. For education, I think continuing education is a necessary thing for every nurse to do. So my education was, by the way, while I was building quality career experience in nursing. Immediately after my registered nursing certification was out, I got a job. I picked up a job to be able to advance my clinical practice and as well as fasten my skill development in the areas of wound management, tutoring, patient assessment, as well as appropriate monitoring and evaluation of client condition in the medical surgical area. So I worked in the medical surgical unit for around 2.5 years. So after then, I was still schooling because I was doing my degree side by side. It was an online studies learning center. So I only go to school when I have tests, when I have exams, when I have research, and when I have assignments. So I was able to manage, going for my degree program and working at the same time. So it was not very interesting. It was not an easy experience, especially in terms of the financial commitments necessary to make the degree work. But of course, where passion goes, energy flows. I always believe that for you to be able to develop your world or to make the world a better place, you need knowledge, and knowledge have to come through education, exposure, and the level of interaction with your environment and people around you in your profession. So that's how I've been learning so far. So after 2.5 years, I got another job as an industrial nurse. I work with the Dangote refinery team. I'm sure you've heard of Dangote right there in the US.
Wow,
So,
yeah.
I work with the Dangote team as an industrial nurse. So over there, we had we were managing expatriates, we were managing Indian engineers and Chinese engineers as well. So we're there. I was there as an industrial nurse and the sea grade at the same time. So afterwards, I got my degree. So after completing my degree, I had to switch from clinical practice to human capital development as a project manager because me, I have passion for administration, advocacy, and training. I love training people. I love imparting knowledge, and I felt very limited being in the clinical area because that was not really my area of core strengths. I enjoy training people more. I enjoy organizing programs. I enjoy interactive engagement where I have the opportunity to invest in the human capital resources of nurses, help them shaping their career and to become better professionals in the future.
Love it. Beautiful. What do you see? So for yourself, right now, where you are, where do you see yourself going from your current job, right? And in what you're doing right now, moving into the future? What do you see yourself doing? What would you like to see happen?
Okay, for myself as an individual, moving from where I am now as a young nurse professional who is currently championing and unlocking and widening perspectives of other young nurses in Nigeria, I see myself attaining leadership role in the future, um, leadership role that gives people the opportunity to create healthcare policies, formulation, and implementation that can help people in nursing as well as people around the world to be able to make healthcare accessible, affordable, and reliable. So I see myself going into healthcare leadership as an hospital administration to help make the healthcare system in Nigeria work better. I believe that ability to manage resources, some essential core skills like crisis management, leadership capacity, as well as complex thinking and emotional intelligence. These are part of the skills that are actually needed to manage some of the healthcare institutions in Nigeria. So I'm very, very enthusiastic that if I can aspire to become healthcare manager someday or as a healthcare administrator, to give me the opportunity to live my dream and to be able to impact the world in a larger scale. Right now, I'm limited working under a company, but it's part of the good process, and I'm not sad about that.
What do you see for nurses in general in Nigeria? Because I love your provision and what you want to do, right? What do you think nurses need right now in Nigeria to actually really move towards? And I think some of it you already said, but I just want to get a stronger feeling out. If you would really get nurses to a level 5 or 10 years from now, right, where they really do have an autonomy and an influence in what's happening in Nigeria in healthcare, what would that look like? What would be needed?
Okay. Currently, the level of operation of nursing in Nigeria, to be sincere, is not strong enough for them to be able to advocate for a stronger healthcare system. So right now we have a lot of nurses, a lot of 90% of them who are just working in the clinical area. They just go to work, they come back home, they are tired. Most of them do not have opportunity to continue their education. Most of them do not have passion for leadership, managerial roles, and there's the problem of lack of mentorship by those who are up there are really, really made the gap to be visible in the Nigerian nursing system. So I think moving forward, how nurses will become relevant or how nurses will be able to upgrade their status and profile in the nearest future in Nigeria, I think first and foremost, we have to build a self-inspired, constant, continuous capacity development atmosphere where we're going to be able to equip ourselves with the relevant education, certification, skills, and expertise needed to be able to compete in this globally competitive era, as well as in the healthcare system. Then also in the area of mentorship, a lot of nurses are up there, and many of them are down there, and there's this gap between the millennia and the older generation. So I think we need to combine the exposure of the old and the innovation of the younger generation for us to be able to actually achieve what we want in nursing, and as well as strengthening the healthcare system in Nigeria. So I think education, mentorship, career development and advancement, as well as following the latest trends in advanced nursing practice and what is happening in the global scene, will help nurses to have a quantum leap to achieve whatever they want to achieve in Nigeria.
Beautiful. My goodness, you have a vision there. What do you need personally to fulfill your dream? If you would have the chance, what do you need personally to fulfill your dream of your role in the next couple of years in nursing? What do you need?
Okay, personally, tailored to me, I think your environment have a lot of influence in helping you achieve your dreams and making your potentials come to reality. Currently, with the level of nursing practice in Nigeria and with the type of vibrant and innovative ideas that I have, I think most times I'm limited by my environment. Yeah, I think probably if I was in a more developed society, more developed country, and most of the little things that I do here, I'm going to be appreciated and I'm going to be more motivated to actually do more. But over here, you do so much, you keep renewing your energy by yourself. You just have to give yourself self-motivation because the system doesn't even appreciate you. Even the one that you are doing, it looks like you are competing with the older generation. So it's not been easy, but we've just been trying to encourage ourselves, motivate ourselves, adapt good emotional intelligence to be able to remain sane so we can actually navigate the path one for success. So generally, I think for me personally, I'm looking forward to getting to a better or more developed environment where I can be able to accelerate my career growth. Like for me here in Nigeria, I had to do my degree for 4.5 years, despite completing my RON in 2 years. So if I was in countries like in the USA or Canada or in the UK, I think that would have been less than 2 years. And that 4 years would be enough for me to do my BSc and my master's degree. You understand? So if I have an opportunity to move to a developed nation, of course, it will advance my educational growth and to also give me the necessary exposure and expertise that I need to further invest back in my country in the future. In as much as I would like to travel, probably for some years, to gain education qualification, to invest, I also like to come back and do great things for Nigeria because this is home and we can never leave home here.
I have loved this interview. I mean, you're such a beautiful example of determination, I would say. I think you have such a determination to make a difference in your country, for nursing, for yourself, and I think it's phenomenal. Could you, as we end up and wrap up this interview, I am curious, we are in an epidemic, right? And a global epidemic. Could you tell a little bit about how COVID-19 is affecting your practice and your nursing in Nigeria? That's fair to say. Can you say something about that?
Okay, I think COVID-19, a global pandemic, is currently exposing the weakness of a lot of healthcare systems across the world in terms of their sustainable healthcare organizations, their social capital, as well as the system of government. Nigeria, as a third world country, we have not been exempted. The coronavirus is currently stripping us naked of some of the areas that we refused to invest as a nation in the past couple of years. So currently, nurses, all of the challenges they are facing, which is not usually just limited to them. I think it's a global challenge. First and foremost is understaffing. The WHO standard recommend that for every 1,000 population, we should have at least 2.75 nurses catering for the population. But right now, we have an estimated population of 200 million citizens in Nigeria, according to the United Nations. I will just have around 200,000 nurses. So what that automatically means is that for every 1,000 nurse, for every 1,000 population, we have just one nurse caring for 1,000 people, and that is not very, very comfortable, and is not in line with the WHO standard of universal health coverage. And this will not even help us to achieve the sustainable development goals. So I think nurses in Nigeria, there should be an investment in terms of employability of more nurses into the healthcare system in Nigeria, the provision of equipment, personal protective equipment, in as much as nurses are dedicated, devoted, selfless, and passionate to work, their inability to have access to personal protective equipment will demoralize them from actually going to work. As a nurse, despite this pandemic, we go to work every day. Going to the work every day during this pandemic is like you're going into a battlefield. You see fire and you do not get inspired there. You just walk into the fire without thinking about the harm you're going to harm for yourself. That's what nurses go through every day in Nigeria and across the world. So I think if the government can provide the necessary PPE and equipment, nurses will be ready to do more than they're actually doing. And so far, so good. We've not had any issue of resignation like we've seen in other countries. Nurses are still working despite the poor motivation and the poor hazard allowance and the poor remuneration. An average nurse in Nigeria earns between $150 to $250 per month, and that translates to about $25,000 to $30,000, $2,500 in a year. You see, and that's very, very poor, and it does not befit the status and the work that they put into the care that they are delivering. Also, healthcare insurance and life insurance for nurses should be made a priority by the government of Nigeria. Nurses in Nigeria, they earn less than $14 as their monthly hazard allowance, which is just 5,000 naira, and is very, very preposterous and unacceptable. So I think if nurses can lay down their lives to care for people who have a viral infection, of course, I think the least thing the government can do is to provide the needs for them, invest in them, and to build their capacity. Then also in areas of training, the COVID-19 virus is a novel virus. We've never had this strain of virus before. So there's a need for the government to provide infection prevention control training for nurses. Usually when there's a condition in the world, because of you as a nurse, you could just read up, you could do some courses. But right now, a lot of nurses are overburdened, they're overstressed, a lot of them are working extra hours, and the routine is very, very complex, unlike before. So they don't have any time to even go back to read or anything. They're exhausted. I think what the government could do is just to do a crash course, to bring it to them and to equip them, because the more the nurses are equipped about the updates and guidelines and protocol for treating COVID-19, I think the better we have the chances of reducing the mortality rate and flattening the curve and the rate of spread. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for that. I can't even imagine everything that's happening. I mean, in so many places around the world, right? There's this giant pandemic changing everything. So thank you for this interview. Thank you for all your honesty. And wow, you've given me a real truly insight into a mini insight into what it means to be a nurse in Nigeria. And I hope that a lot of our viewers actually can do this too. Is there any way right now for anybody that listens to this at the end, right, that you would like to say to them, a way to help, a way to contribute, a way to get in touch with you if they want to know more or help more? How can that happen? What's the best way?
Can you say that again, please?
Yes, go ahead. Sorry, didn't hear what you said. Can you say it one more time?
Say it again, please. Can you come again?
It's funny, the direction completely went away. So tell me what you want to say. Tell me what you want to say. Because the connection really disconnected for a second. I know people can connect you on LinkedIn. I want people to actually see how can they reach you? How can they contact you? If they want to do more, what can they do?
Okay, to connect with me personally, PrinceWill is my username across all social media networks on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. So I'm available for progressive collaboration in any areas of healthcare to talk about nursing, to improve nursing, as well as to make the world a better place for everyone. So you do not need to be a nurse before you can actually change lives. And for anything that you do, or for wherever you are, you can actually make the world a better place for people. A lot of people are donating materials, relief items to Africa, and anybody could also do the same as well.
Perfect. All right, awesome. All right, well, thank you so much. I'm going to stop this recording. Thank you so much. It's been a wonderful conversation. And yes, go on LinkedIn, go on Facebook, find PrinceWill there. We'll put the links down below in the comments as well so they can contact you with any kind of questions, any kind of collaboration. That'd be awesome. Thanks again for this interview. It was wonderful.